Now can you fit this into this? Oppo has actually unveiled a smartphone at MWC 2019 that has 10x optical zoom. And there are plenty of other smartphones that pack amazing tech. You're watching India Today Tech, I'm Rahul Sethi, and let's take a look at all these amazing smartphones. Oppo unveiled a smartphone with triple rear camera setup that has a 48 megapixel main camera, a wide angle camera with 128-degree field of view, and a third camera that has a periscope to give you 10x optical zoom, which means that you can zoom into a scene 10 times without having any damage to the picture quality. Asus tried this with the Zenfone Zoom 3 years ago and it ended up making the phone fat as a brick. This phone from Oppo doesn't look like any different from a regular phone, but gives you the capability to get 10 times closer compared to the wide angle camera. Oppo hasn't announced the availability of this smartphone or even the price. In fact, Oppo hasn't named the phone yet, so it may just be a concept phone right now. But we may get to see this camera module in the upcoming OnePlus 7. To get an idea of how close it will get, you can compare it with the iPhone's 2x optical zoom that gives you 56 mm of focal length. The Oppo smartphone can get you 160 mm, which is about 3 times as close. Now, while Oppo relies on optics to give you better photography, Nokia has announced a smartphone that relies heavily on software. It has 5 different camera modules at the back, and along with the dual LED flash and a time-of-flight sensor, it has been given a gun cylinder look at the rear panel. I'm talking about the Nokia 9 PureView that stitches photos from 5 different camera modules to give you much brighter shots. To keep it simple, Nokia has kept all the sensors at f1.8 with 12 megapixel basic resolution, but they capture 2 times more light. 3 of the sensors are monochrome and give light information, while 2 of them are RGB and capture the actual photo. When combined together, the camera is able to capture 10 times more light compared to a regular sensor, which means that Nokia 9 PureView is going to offer excellent low light photography. I wonder what the flash is doing there. Also at the front, the phone has a 20 megapixel camera that will also capture great selfies, but we are yet to test it thoroughly. The phone otherwise also has quite good specifications. It's built out of Series 6000 aluminum frame and packs a Snapdragon 845 chip with 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of storage on the base variant. The phone has an OLED display at front, although it does not have a notch design that don't give you a great screen to body ratio, but Nokia has kept the display size at 6 inches, which is not rather very big. Next, LG also debuted its 2 flagship smartphones, the V50 and the G8 ThinQ. While V50 is a 5G capable smartphone having top-notch specifications and a design very similar to the iPhone X, the G8 ThinQ is slightly cheaper and carries 2 great technologies. At first look, the G8 appears to be very similar to last year's G7. It has all the same features as well, like a physical fingerprint scanner at the back, a notch design, military grade specifications, water resistance, aptX HD support, quad DAC, Dolby audio, a headphone jack as well. But while all these things are good, there are 3 great technologies built into the device. First is that it uses a triple camera setup at the back that gives you a wide angle and a telephoto lens accompanied by a normal one. And at the front, it now uses an OLED panel, and it's not a regular OLED panel. It has vibrating technology built into it, so it acts as a speaker as well. LG calls it the Crystal Sound OLED and is one of the first few smartphones to have such kind of technology. What's even more cool is the fact that it has a new hand recognition feature, which LG is calling the Hand ID. It utilizes the front camera that has a time-of-flight sensor built in to recognize your hand. So you can unlock the smartphone without even touching or looking at it. We are yet to see how accurate it will be, but LG has built a lot of new features, intuitive features around it. With just a simple gesture, you can take a screenshot, control volume, answer calls, or do plenty of other stuff. Talking about foldable smartphones, Huawei announced its premium top-of-the-line foldable phone. Unlike the Galaxy Fold, this one folds on the outside, which means that you get a display both at the front and at the back side when the device is folded, and it looks more like a smartphone. Compared to the Galaxy Fold, that reminds me of rather the Nokia Communicator, the old feature phone. The Mate has an 8-inch OLED panel, and when it's folded, you get about over 6-inch of display size to use, and at the back side as well, you get a similar size of display. And both of these displays can be fired simultaneously, which is quite a nice feature. It has very thin bezels, except for the one side that houses a triple camera setup from Leica. The phone has top-notch specifications, a Kirin 980 chipset with over 4000 mAh of battery, but the price is about 1.5 times that of the Galaxy Fold at $2,600. Now all these smartphones are flagship grade, which means that they will be priced over 50,000 rupees if and when they arrive in India. But Nokia showcased the 3.2 and 4.2 smartphones that are priced under 10,000 and under 15,000 rupees respectively. And what's the great thing about them? They have a water drop style notch design similar to the Galaxy M10 and the M20. These phones have good screen to body ratio and a very premium looking design for a budget phone. But while most of the smartphones with this kind of design does not have a notification light, these phones have managed to put it at the power button. Looks quite nice and gives you a great add-on compared to other smartphones. Also, while Nokia has used entry-level chipsets on these smartphones, they are from Qualcomm. So you get Snapdragon 429 powering Nokia 3.2 and Snapdragon 439 powering the Nokia 4.2. Nokia 4.2 packs a smaller 5.7-inch display, is more compact, lightweight and a slightly more premium device, and they may get available in India this April. So these were the top amazing smartphones announced at MWC 2019 on the day 1. Stay tuned for more information and upcoming smartphones like the Redmi Note 7 that we'll see on February 28. If you've liked this video, hit the thumbs up button and share it with your friends. Subscribe to our channel to get latest videos on technology, smartphones and other gadgets like this. Thank you for watching.